Dad said, it's Mom's fault. Mom said, it's hereditary. So the story goes somewhat like this. Back in the mid-50s, many businesses, charitable organizations, and fraternal organizations had sports teams, and they would all play each other in leagues throughout the city. During the mid-50s, about the time my parents were married, Dad played basketball for the Salvation Army. And of course, being the good wife that she is, Mom was always there to watch him play in the games. But the story was told that there was one other man that played on the team that my mother just did not like. I don't think there was anything wrong with the man, except he was very hairy. And so every time that she would go to watch my dad play basketball, that man would be there, and she always had to make a comment. Which, by the way, when I think about it, this is the picture that I always had of this guy. Growing up, I was never a hairy person. As a teenager, hitting puberty, and never had to worry about those things until I was about 30 years old, and then all of a sudden I noticed a change. And so in the conversation I had with my father about this, it is the Armstrong curse. Now again, whether it was because of my mother making fun of this man, or more than likely, it's hereditary. So today, gentlemen, I want to talk about hair. From the top of your head down to your toes, we're going to talk about hair. In fact, I did my own research and I did my own survey. I asked the ladies what they thought about men and their hair. And the first question was, ladies, what about the hair on your man's head? And 60% of the ladies said they like their men's hair on their head to be 1 inch or shorter. The ladies prefer short hair. But what about the face? 60% of the ladies said they prefer their man to be clean shaven. 30% said they like facial hair, but it has to be kept. It has to be trimmed. But here's good news, gentlemen. I found out that from the neck down, the ladies like naturel. They like it natural. But that doesn't mean they want you to look like you just escaped from the planet of the apes. They would like you to keep that hair under control as well. So with that in mind, today I want to give you 4 grooming tools that every man should have. Also, be sure to let your nose hairs and your ear hairs grow wildly as well, said no woman at all. The number 1 grooming tool every man should have is a nose and ear hair trimmer. Man, this one wasn't even up for argument. 100% of the ladies want you to keep your nose hairs and your ears hair, your nose hairs and your ear hairs and your eyebrows under control. So every man should have one of these little babies. And what's great about this, it even comes with a little guard. So you can attach that to it and do your eyebrows, take it off, do your nose, your ears, and you'll be good to go. The number 2 grooming tool that every man should have is a good pair of hair clippers. Now what's great about these is that you can take these hair clippers and use them to trim your hair in between haircuts. And the great thing about these is also they come with a guard that you can attach to it. When you put the guard actually on the clippers, if you're brave enough, that's not me. But I know some guys that actually do their own hair. Now again, if the ladies like your hair to be 1 inch or shorter, it'd be a lot easier just to trim your hair with one of these. But also what's a great thing about these, because the guards that come with most clippers are different lengths. And so if you do have facial hair, you can actually use these clippers as well to trim up your facial hair. And then if you are so prone to do so, if you have body hair that the ladies want you to keep under control, you can use this to actually trim your body hair as well. Just be very careful with these things because they do bite. And I have scars to prove it. The number 3 grooming tool that every man should have is a good razor. Now my preference from the time they came out back in the early 90s is a Mach 3 razor. Now I actually got away from these for a while because they're very expensive. You can still buy these at discount stores, but they're very expensive. I've tried all kinds of different razors and I always come back to the blade, the Mach 3 blade. I like these because they have 3 blades. I know you can get a single blade, a double blade, 5 blades, 6 blades, and I've tried all of those, but I always come back to the Mach 3. If you are one to do so, you can use these on other parts of your body as well. And but find you a good razor to take care of your face and everything. And also, one thing about these is that you want to make sure when you're done, don't just go ahead and put the razor back in the drawer or whatever, but you want to dry off your blades. What happens is a lot of times we leave hair and leave them wet and things like that, and these blades will corrode. But if you make sure that you clean them out real good and then take your towel, go not like you're shaving, don't go this way, but go this way and wipe your blades off. That will save your blades. I usually can get a full month out of one blade. And I mean, these are made to be used for a week and then throw them away. But if you'll take care of it, it will take care of you. And finally, men, the 4th grooming tool that every man should have, and this is the one I'm most excited about, is a back blade. Now you say, what in the world is that? Now, one of the things that I was told in the survey that I did with the ladies is that they like a man from the neck down to be natural, but they want it all under control. And one of the things that they want under control is that hair on your back. They do not want you looking like you're wearing a sweater when you take your shirt off. And so that's where this blade comes in. This is the greatest invention since I don't know what, because this is very easy to use. If you do not have somebody that's willing to shave your back for you, man, you can do it yourself. You can use this almost just like a back scratcher. And it's got a guard on it, so you don't have to worry about like a regular razor that cutting yourself. Now, one thing you do have to be careful that if you do happen to have moles or different things on your back, you want to be careful going over those with this because that can cut you. But this is a great tool. This is fantastic. I use this myself thanks to the Armstrong curse, and this takes care of my back hair. So gentlemen, there you have it. 4 grooming tools that every man should have. If you liked this video and found it informative, please leave me a like down below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you've got any other grooming tools, maybe something I didn't think of that you want to add to the list, leave it in the comments down below and I'll be sure to do another video in the future. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you in the next video.